My name's John Dustow, 39 years of age, married with two beautiful daughters, aged 16 and 12, and I started refereeing in 2010. So I started playing rugby at age 13 years of age at college. I was an open side flanker. I was quite small, I guess, for that position. Week in, week out, the hardest day was Sunday morning, waking up, even at 14 years of age, waking up with bumps and bruises and multiple concussions. I played all the way through rep rugby and senior rugby, of course, but it just got to a stage where work commitments and so forth, I had to give playing away. I did a little bit of refereeing, I guess, in my younger days. It all started when I was 15 years of age. I watched my uncle play in a President's game and the referee didn't turn up. So they sort of said, well, who wants to referee? And I thought, oh, well, you know, I like a challenge. So I picked up the whistle and gave it a crack. And if anybody knows President's grade rugby, it's 15 or 30 players on the field, all thinking they're All Blacks, and got a mouth to boot, I guess, and it was an absolute enjoyable challenge. I had somebody watch me and said, you should take up refereeing. But unfortunately, my goals were to become an All Black myself, so I sort of put that on the back burner. I did 2 games when I was 15 years of age, and then I sort of gave it away, and then came back in 2010, where a friend of mine from Touch Rugby, which I also referee, we sort of sat down and said, well, should we give rugby a go? And I thought, oh, well, my playing career's not going anywhere anymore. I'm just shy of 30 years of age. So it was just simple as popping up to the local meeting. Went to the meeting, shook a few hands, signed up, and I walked away with gear, a whistle, bag and flags, all the gear that you needed to referee, and I was set to go for that Saturday. So refereeing is a unique environment in rugby where you get to be the neutral party and you turn up to a game and you're right in the amongst of things. I was lucky enough to be selected in the national squad quite early on, and the opportunities from that has been absolutely fantastic. Travelled around the country refereeing first class rugby. I have travelled to Tonga, refereed their first class competition, and if you've ever been in a stadium full of 20,000 Tongans, I can assure you it feels like 100,000 people, and it was an absolute buzz to be part of. What's also good about refereeing is the camaraderie within your organisation. It doesn't matter whether you're a test match referee, and we've got 2 professionals in our association, and we've also got 3 test match referees who've only just recently retired, combined test caps of over 100 tests. And they're there, and they'd be there watching you on a Saturday morning, giving you tips. And you know, you wouldn't get that as a player. You wouldn't get an All Black coming down and watching a first-year player play and give some tips. You've got getting amongst it, the fitness, without having to go to training 2 nights a week. It's just absolutely fantastic. And you know, what I really enjoy about refereeing is, it doesn't matter if you're refereeing under 10s or you're refereeing international rugby, just to be able to see the passion and the love of the game that you see in people's eyes. And one of my favourite memories in rugby is refereeing an under 10 game and just watching those young kids who have pure rugby at heart, and to be able to help them grow in their game from a more subtle point as a referee, and for them to afterwards come up to you, shake your hand and say, thank you sir, that was outstanding. It gives you a bit of a buzz. And I guess unlike players where you win a game and you're on a high, or you lose a game and you're on a low, with a referee you can be constantly on a high if you want. And I guess in those times where things do get tough, like anything, there are challenges. You've got a great bunch of mates that will support you, get round you and get you through it, and that's what I really love about our organisation.